very good morning to you, Lindi, and thank you so much for your time. So let's start with how would the organizations fighting GBVF go about applying for this funding?
Good morning, and good morning to the viewers. Thanks for having me. The fund was set up by announcement by the President on the 4th of February. The intention of the fund, it's private sector-led, mobilized and supported. And we have now called for proposals with the assistance and partnership of Chikululu, who are our implementation partner. So community-based organizations who are mobilizing in this war within communities and fighting the scourge of GBVF on the ground may apply for funding by going to the website chikululu.org.za. They may also call 011-544-0300 to inquire, 011-544-0300 to inquire. There are simplified formats for different organizations, and there's also an FAQ that tells them how to go about applying for funding. In a nutshell, this is saying we have heard that the scourge is affecting South Africans, that women are living in fear, that women are not free in our streets, and we're saying we want to support those organizations who are helping to fight the scourge in our streets.
Ms. Dlamini, a woman who'd be watching this will say, I could be the victim of GBV literally tomorrow. So how's the fund going to help me tomorrow if I needed to? So essentially my question becomes, how quick and hassle-free is the process of making sure that, the organizations get the funding so they can deal with issues that women are facing every day, every hour?
I think that's an important question. We already work with organizations or support organizations that already exist, and that's important. The fund is there to provide a lifeline and support to those organizations that are on the ground. There are many organizations that are there that are available for women. There are Tutuzela centers that are available for women. We've made the process as simple as possible, and that's why I'm highlighting the fact that we have simplified formats for community-based organizations. We have removed as many of the compliance hurdles as possible, and we will provide assistance and support to identified grant recipients who need help meeting compliance obligations, such as obtaining tax clearances and so forth. The primary objective of the fund is to ensure that those entities, those organizations, those small community-based organizations that would otherwise not have a voice, not have access, not have assistance, and that we reach them. And that is the essence of the purpose of the fund. We want no one to be unseen, no one to be unheard, no one to be without assistance when we are here, whether it is a rural-based community or a township-based community, urban, peri-urban, suburban. We've put out press releases and media releases to community radio stations in the language of the region to ensure that everybody who needs help knows that there's a helping hand that's been put out.
Time is not on our side, Ms. Dlamini, but before I let you go, one thing COVID-19 has taught us is that even at a nation's worst, there will be people who will try and benefit financially, and line their own pockets. So is the GBVF Fund ensuring that when you do, give out this funding to organizations, that it does address the core problem?
A very important question. We have a monitoring and evaluation framework that we will assist grant recipients to understand. There is a process of accountability, and it is critical because this is in response to what civic society said is required. We have to make sure that the fund is having the impact that we were set out to have. So organizations will have to account in the format that we will guide them to provide accounting back to us. We in turn have to account to this nation. We have to account to the multiplicity of our stakeholders and donors and South Africans at large.
Ms. Dlamini, thank you so much for your time here on NewsLink this morning. That is Lindi Dlamini, who is the CEO of the GBVF Fund Response Fund.